I mean, I think that the next two days of the season are really going to set the stage for them because they have their big game against KrispyWafflez tonight, and then they play, or rather against KrispyWafflez tonight, and then they play 12 characters in the next match day. So those are two teams that are really vying for their spot at the top of the table. And they're two teams that they have not necessarily had the easiest time with in the past. So definitely a big couple of games coming up for them, and it'll mean a lot for their season going toward the playoffs. But I believe we have almost everybody in the
We
lobby
do have
now.
everybody. Boop's not here.
No, yeah, Boop's not here, so my number is a lie. Um, so in that case, I believe I can go ahead and tell the players to go ahead with this one.
What match day is it, Llama?
It is match day 6
Alright, yeah, it
of
is.
our 8 match day season. So, yeah, like I said, it's nearly playoff time, and it's gonna make a big difference going forward this game. But players are joining the teams, so we can officially kick off match day 6 here in ORSA Boost Cup.
It's match day 6. KrispyWafflez coming against Spicy Pasta. First game of the day, and it's off to a start with the ball coming down the other end of the field. We've got It's Cozy, Bamboo Stick, and not a koala for KrispyWafflez, may I say. Versus Spicy Pasta of Safety Dave, Carney, and Cube. Ball's just hobbling around the Spicy Pasta end of the field here with a little bit of pressure from the KrispyWafflez guys. Cube's just going to knock it over the top. It's down to Cozy, though, who's going to knock it wide of Safety Dave and over the top of Carney. Who's going to actually miss that ball.
Oh, no!
Cozy get the ball straight through.
Yeah, and that was, I don't know, there's not too much to say about that one. It was just a bit of an unfortunate whiff on Canicola. Looks like he's using the Batmobile now, and that's not a car that I have necessarily seen him use before, so maybe some new car jitters that he's got going on, but yeah, definitely unfortunate way to start out this game.
Yeah, it sure is, but they're only 30 seconds in, and it could go wide. Okay, it's 2-0 now. Cozy with a knife.
Yeah, and much like the first goal, it's kind of a bit of an error from Canicola on the wall there. We just watched him kind of clear it into the defender, and it's Cozy with good car positioning to come away with the goal in that one. And 2-0 lead here, 40 seconds in, is huge.
Yeah, it sure is. It gives them that flying start with Spicy
Oh!
Pasta
Oh!
usually dropping their games to start with the Cube. Is getting one back, bringing it to 2-1.
Yeah, and much like we saw on the other end of the field, it's some defensive errors there. Kind of see all three players from KrispyWafflez there not really doing too much on the defensive side of the ball, and then on top of that, it was good play to the Spicy Pasta team to just get their offensive rotation down such that there was a second player to come in after a miss from Canicola.
Well, I mean, that's 3 goals in less than a minute there, and I can't see this game going much higher, to be honest. Really didn't pick them to be a high-scoring game. I sort of thought they would stay sort of low-scoring, but we'll see it go as it's 2-1 to the KrispyWafflez guys. Canicola brings it off the wall, not a koala. Gonna get a nice little clear off to the side. It's pinched into the center. Just Bamboo Stick's gonna take it over Safety Dave, and Canicola has to get off his line. Not a koala is going to knock that one up into the center, and that's a double hit from the defense there. Canicola is going to get that ball away. Coming off to the side, and Cube's going to knock it down, and not a koala doesn't quite get there. Cozy's come off the back, come down, he's popped it up next to Carney. He's flicked it, almost beaten Carney, but he's knocked it back. Koala's got it to the side. There really hasn't been that much pressure. I was speaking at the wrong time. Cube scores the goal. I was about to say there's not much pressure from Spicy Pasta, but I guess that's what they're doing, just waiting for that break.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they got there. It was just some small defensive errors like we've seen from both teams that have really led to both of the goals here. There hasn't really been too much to speak for in terms of either team's offense, but in terms of goal scoring, it's already 4 goals total in just 2 minutes here. It's because defense has been pretty poor from both of these teams. Speaking of which, some trouble there nearly leads to another one, and then a double commit comes out. It's just all sorts of defensive problems for both teams here.
Yeah, they just seem to be too close to each other. And the ball just isn't finding the back of the net for the KrispyWafflez guys. But the ball is come back down into the spicy pass around the field, and it's Cozy almost drops on it from the roof. It's come back down. It's still in the center though, and safety Dave gets a nice little safe clear away. Cozy's going to knock it back towards that constant pressure from KrispyWafflez here, keeping that down the other end of the field. Bambusic's put it over the top, and Not a Koala's going to knock it down towards Cube, who's just going to tap it over the top of everyone. Not a Koala's actually blocking Cube there, and that's a demo on Cunny. It puts one less in the defense there as Bambusic brings it down. He's going to tap it. He's going to beat Cube in the center, and Not a Koala doesn't quite get the redirect. Cunny's going to read Not a Koala, goes over the top of the net, down towards Cube. He's backwards actually, goes onto the net, and Carney double commits with Cube, and Sexy Dave gets a clear, and also demos Not a Koala in the process. It's now an attacking opportunity for Carney as he puts it up onto the wall. Cozy's come back down with the ball. Picked up a little boost and he's got it over the top of Carney. Gets a safe little demo, and Safety Dave gets rid of that ball. Ball just seems to be going back and forth right now. Really no shots on the goal, and there's only a minute and a half left. How do you think this is going to go?
It's really hard to tell. KrispyWafflez definitely making their case here with some good sustained pressure, but it's not quite going to happen for them. I think they've looked overall like the much more dominant team here, but they just haven't been able to close it out. So it'll definitely be on them to kind of win this game, but I think overall they seem to be the one in control.
Yeah, well, it is 6 shots to 3 for KrispyWafflez. We'll see that constant attacking pressure come back into play as the ball comes back down towards the spicy passer end of the field. 1 minute remaining on the clock, and Safety Dave double commits there, but it just misses Bambusic. He doesn't quite pick up the boost, but he does get off to the side. Just flailing at that ball there, almost blocking Cube off it, but Cube will keep the ball going towards the center. Bambusic's going to pops it up, and Carney's going to get some nice little work off. Comes back down, and he just misses the ball. He also fakes Not a Koala. Cozy's going to bring it down, and Cube's knocked it up. No one's really there, but Not a Koala just can't quite get to that ball. Cube's missed the boost, and Not a Koala's going to pick it up. Bambusic's going to knock it down to Safety David. Puts a long lob over the top. Cozy gets a nice little touch to stop that goal from going in. 15 seconds left on the clock, and Not a Koala's chasing with Safety Dave. That's a nice little fake to stop him from scoring that goal. Cube gets the pinch back, and Carney gets the clear. Come back down. They're going to keep that offensive pressure down in the KrispyWafflez side of the field, but it seems to just pop, and it's still up in the air. It's up in the center. Is someone going to get
Cube!
Cube's coming down the side of the field. Doesn't to the goal. That was unfortunate there from Cube. But we did see that play sort of go back and forth, but KrispyWafflez just couldn't get their offensive pressure back on. What was happening there?
Yeah, I think it's potentially what I mentioned ahead of the series is kind of that spicy pasta slow start that they've been suffering from all season. But as much as that, I think they've really stepped it up in terms of defense. As good save comes out there from Cube, his third of the game. But yeah, their defense has proven a lot better, especially in terms of team defense. Canny with another good save there. Definitely help improve my point. So it's going to be down to KrispyWafflez, I think, to kind of control this ball, control the pace. They need to slow it down, I think, from what they've been doing for the rest of the series, which is just pelting the net. They kind of need to just slow it down, take control. Nice little dribble might be it. Oh, very close, and it's off the post.
It doesn't go in. Oh no. Oh, it's a great solo play from Bambusic, bringing it on top of his car and then flicking over the top, but just can't beat them. Damn.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate for the KrispyWafflez guys, but it's still in overtime. It's 2-2. And it's still in the spicy pasta end of the field. If Cozy's going to try and get into the center, and he does so, but Safety Dave gets there before Cozy can touch it into the goal. Not a Koala puts it over the top of Safety Dave, and Carney puts it onto the side, puts it there, and Cozy's going to knock it back over the top. Safety Dave's going to miss it, but Cube is going to... Oh no, he's not. He's going to let Cozy get the touch into the center, but no one's there to follow it up. Not a Koala gets a pinch, but it comes off to the side. But Bambusic gets come off the wall really awkwardly there, and Cozy has to clean it up. Come back down. He's got a pinch of Safety Dave. Almost into the goal there for spicy pasta, but not quite. Carney gets it onto the goal, but Bambusic It's now 12 shots to 4 in favor of KrispyWafflez. 2 minutes into this overtime, absolutely pelting the net, but they just can't find that third goal that they so desperately want. But it's over there for Koala. Not quite getting that tap over safety Dave, but it still is in the center, and Carney's going to clear it back down. And Boostik's going to catch it and just pop it into the center for Carney, who almost gets there. But not quite. Great defensive work by Boostik. Cube's still up the end, going to put the pressure on Not a Koala. Carney's also going to do the same, but Not a Koala pops it over the top. Come over for safety Dave. This Cozy uses the ball as well, but he's going to take it off to the side, letting Cube get a little pinch into the center. It's come up for Not a Koala. Back down.
It's Uncle! It's in!
And yes, he beats Boostik.
Finally, they come away with one here, and much like the first 2 goals Spicy Pasta was able to claim, it's just defensive error on the KrispyWafflez side, and that's enough to find the back of the net. Take it in overtime. I believe it was 2.5 minutes in, or something close, but yeah, spectacular job by Spicy Pasta to narrowly come away with the win. They were actually outshot 12-5 in that one, which is fantastic considering they only let 2 goals in. 9 saves between only Canicola and Cube were enough to come away with that one.
That was quite the match. First match of ORSA Boost Cup match day 6 goes to Spicy Pasta. Game 2 about to come back at you. But we saw in that game, Spicy Pasta's defense really did hold up. 9 saves between Canicola and Cube in that game. Really a testament to the defensive work, holding off those 12 shots from KrispyWafflez. But as we head into this next game of the series, if KrispyWafflez can keep up this offensive pressure, we may see this go towards the 3rd match of the set.
Yeah, I mean, my money would be on Spicy Pasta at this point, just because we've been talking about their slow starts all day, and after the first, 30, 40 seconds of the game, they conceded no goals, and actually ended up scoring 3 straight in it was the better part of the game. It was some 7 minutes, I believe, that they scored, but they held KrispyWafflez scoreless for those whole 7 minutes. And if they can keep anything like that up coming into this next one, then it'll definitely be relatively easy for Spicy Pasta. They just need to continue capitalizing on the defensive mistakes.
Well, we'll see how this match turns out. But the ball has come back down into the center here. Will it be a quick start off for both teams again? We'll have to wait and see. It's Cozy knocks it towards the corner and is going to follow it up off the ceiling, but doesn't quite get there. Safety Dave's going to knock it, and Cube's going to pop it back up. Carney knocks it up, but it's going to come into the center for Boostik. He's going to put it onto the net. Safety Dave backflips. Lucky it doesn't go in. But it's Cozy fakes Cube, but he has to put it over the top. Carney on the line, making a save. Still in the Spicy Pasta end of the field, though. The KrispyWafflez are putting one across, and Cube's going to get a nice little clear all the way back down to the other side of the field. And Cozy's just going to pop that one up. Hard on to follow up, but Carney's going to get there. He puts it just over the top of everyone. Cube just missing that ball. Boostik's going to follow it up off to the side over the top, but Carney gets a tap, and it just helps KrispyWafflez here as it goes along to the side. Not a Koala's going to try and back this up, but Safety Dave gets rid of that ball. It comes back down, actually, and Boostik, Carney gets that first, blocking that shot from going onto the net. Boostik pops that one up one more time, seeing if a teammate can get there first, but no, Not a Koala just gets a read, and it actually goes in. What a read from Not a Koala.
Yeah, and that's kind of something that we've been seeing all night from this KrispyWafflez team, is just these dunks, these blocked clears. Another one there leads straight to a goal. Great positioning by Not a Koala to not only block the clear from Spicy Pasta, but to ensure that goes on net, and the defender just couldn't quite close out that save.
Yeah, well, that means that the KrispyWafflez squad are up 1-0, but there's no one back for them right here. So it looks like Spicy. Oh no, actually it goes off to the side. Carney can't quite get there in time. Knocks it over Cube. Actually gets all the way back down to the other side of the field. Safety Dave just finding himself in an awkward position as it pops back down here for KrispyWafflez to capitalize and make it 2-0.
Yeah, and that's a good passing play. Kind of something we haven't really seen all night from either team. Is just the good offensive positioning and good awareness of the teammate to be able to find his teammate in front of the net. I believe we saw maybe something similar from Spicy Pasta in the first game, but that looked like the most deliberate passing play we've seen all night.
Yeah, well, we saw it pass in the first game that just didn't quite find the tip of not a koala, but we will see the ball land in the favor of KrispyWafflez. They're 2-0 up with 3 minutes remaining. Ball's just going to pop up and Carney's going to tap it over Bamboo Stick. Not a koala's going to knock it to the side, and Safety Dave's going to follow it off the wall. It's Cozy's going to pop it up towards Bamboo Stick, who comes off the wall. Pops down for not a koala, who puts it long towards Cube, who's in net. It bounces off the post, and Bamboo Stick are going to follow it up. Make it 3-0 with 2 minutes 40 remaining.
Yeah, and much like we talked about with the last goal, it's just solid offensive rotation. They were sure to have a second man there. And it was a bit of a defensive error from Spicy Pasta that led to the ball ending up in the middle, but KrispyWafflez has been looking a lot stronger in terms of offensive rotation in this one, and that's what's allowed them follow-ups on a lot of these defensive moments that Spicy Pasta is getting.
Well, KrispyWafflez have really kept up their solid offensive pressure here. They've got 9 shots compared to Spicy Pasta's 1 as Carney goes on demo respawn as Cozy pops up to try and beat Cube to it, and he does so. Bamboo Stick's going to come up and try and trap that net. Safety Dave with the clutch save just before going into the goal there. Not a koala's going to pop it up though. Bamboo Stick just going to beat him to the ball. It's Cozy versus Dave here, and it comes off to the corner. Cozy gets a little pinch, and it goes over the top of Carney. Bamboo Stick's going to put it back down, and that's a double commit, and it's going into the net. Defensive miscommunication there.
Yeah, and it's another goal as well with an assist. This one from It's Cozy. But, yeah, just some defensive errors for sure have kind of been the story of this one. So, KrispyWafflez have had their moments of offensive brilliance, but as much as it's been that, Spicy Pasta has not looked anywhere near as strong in this game on defense as they did in the first one.
That ball dropped perfectly for the Spicy Pasta guys, but they just couldn't put it back into the net. It's Cozy and Bamboo Stick actually double committing on that save there, but Safety Dave has to get a touch over the top. Carney just misses that ball that could have gone to the center, and Bamboo Stick, the entire KrispyWafflez team has very little boost, and it's come down for Safety Dave to try and put it over, but not quite past, not a koala. So it pops back into the center, and Bamboo Stick's going to try and beat Carney to it, but no, Carney knocks it over the top, and it's over the top of not a koala as well.
And it's in!
Back into the net and make it 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 indeed, but with only a minute to go, I don't know if it's going to be enough. That was a solid play from the Spicy Pasta guys. They caught the single defender left on the KrispyWafflez side, kind of ill-prepared for that save, but there's definitely some overcommitment over rotation from KrispyWafflez that led to them only having one man back, and then smart play from the Spicy Pasta guys to get a second one in there. What a save from Bamboo Stick, but Safety Dave is going to find the back of the net, and maybe it's not too late for this Spicy Pasta side. Sudden surge of life coming out from them as we see a double commit go up, and then, yeah, just happy to capitalize. Safety Dave finds the ball in front of the net with only 1 to beat, and he buries it.
Well, we did see 3 goals in less than a minute at the start of game 1. Could we see 3 goals in less than a minute here as well for the Spicy Pasta side? We'll have to wait and see as Cozy comes off onto the side over the top of Cube and Safety Dave's pop back down to Carney, who finds himself in an awkward position. And Bamboo Stick's going to beat into that ball, try and pop it into the center. Carney's just going to knock it over the top to the other side of the field. Picks up a boost in the meanwhile, and Cube's going to knock it down. No one seems to be in goal here, actually. But Cozy is going to get there in time. Drops onto the wall, and it's popped down towards the net. Is Cube going to get there in time? Yes, he is. It's come back into the center from Bamboo Stick. Anyone going to get there? No, Bamboo knock it over. past the defender, straight down to another Koala to make it 5-2 with 20 seconds over. 20 seconds
Yeah,
left.
and what a pass from Bamboostic that was, coming off the wall. Did a great job to get his car on it, and really smart job by Not a Koala finding himself right in the middle of the field. Very happy to come away with that pass, and he's gonna bury it in the back of the net, and that might be the end of this game for Spicy Pasta. Might start to be time to look forward to the next one. Say that as they get another goal here. Only 13 seconds to go. I don't know if it's enough. 2 more of those and they'll probably catch back up, but it's going to be extremely difficult. That's twice now I've counted them out, and they've attempted to prove me wrong, so I guess we'll see.
Well, we've seen a total of 19 shots in this game.
Ooh.
We've just seen our 20th. That was a very, very offensive game from both sides. 8 goals. Bamboostic actually coming almost off with a nice little redirect. But KrispyWafflez is going to take this game into match 3 in this best of 3 sets. How do you reckon this last game is going to end out?
Man, I don't know what to say now. That was completely against my prediction. KrispyWafflez came out looking way better than they had in the first one, and Spicy Pasta looking a little bit worse, I think, at least in terms of defense. And they certainly did worse in terms of midfield play, letting up 13 shots in this one compared to, I think it was 12 in the first one. So they have really not looked strong in midfield defense here. They did a little bit better for themselves in terms of their offense, putting in 7 this time. But on the defensive side of the ball, they had many fewer saves, and that was kind of the deal breaker because they ended up conceding just a couple more goals. But KrispyWafflez definitely looked a lot crisper in terms of offense, and if they're going to keep that type of pressure and good offensive passing type of stuff up, I definitely think they can pull this one away. The important statistic there is that every single one of the KrispyWafflez goals was assisted, and that's kind of the difference maker in that one, I think. Considering in the first game, I don't know if any of their goals were assisted. So, yeah,
the KrispyWafflez team definitely came back with a few more team plays. 5 goals in the back of the net for that game. But we will see the game go back as the ball just pops into the center here. Luckily cleared away from the Spicy Pasta side. Cube's going to knock it down towards Bamboostic, who knocks it off to the side. Bamboostic's going to knock it towards Cube. It pops it right up, actually, straight back down to Cozy, and knocks Carney out of position.
Oh, what a flick!
Whoa! They beating Cube as well.
And what a flick from Cozy. We saw him with a good catch there, which completely caught Canicola ill-prepared. Cube was kind of rotating forward, expecting Canny to get it, and Canny just couldn't quite come away with it. And then a spectacular flick from Cozy puts it just under the bar and beats the last defender, as well as Cube, who was rotating back. And he's coming off the ceiling! He can't quite get it done! Cozy has been going crazy in the first 30 seconds of this one.
That would have been goal of the day from Cozy, but we don't
quite
see it come off as we wanted it to. The ball is going to clear out from the KrispyWafflez side of the field, though, back into Spicy Pasta. It's going to come back down for Not a Koala, who gets a pinch with safety Dave, and actually pops all the way back down for Canicola to knock it wide. Going to try and beat Cozy, but no, Cozy beats him off the wall, beating safety Dave as well, and gets a pinch with Cube, knocking it all the way back down to the other side of the field. Carney gets a pinch with Not a Koala, and Koala just going to not quite take it wide. It's going to pop back down for Bamboostic, who finds himself in an awkward position, actually. And that's a double commit from Koala and Cozy there, as there's actually no one there from Spicy Pasta to capitalize on that double commit. And Bamboostic's going to knock it up towards Carney, who's going to clear it out from his side of the field. Take it up, trying to flick it over the top, but not quite on the goal. Bamboostic almost redirecting it back onto the goal, but it pops back down off the post for Cube.
Yeah, and we're dead even here, a minute and a half into this game. Very nearly a great save from Bamboostic. Unfortunately, he puts it off his own post, and no one on his team was ready for that outcome. And fortunately enough for Spicy Pasta, one of their players was. It's going to bury that one in the back of the net, and we're dead even here. This game has been looking much different from the last one as well. So it's been really 3 completely different games in this series.
Yeah, well, Bamboostic is not quite going to get up for that ball, but he has popped back down into the onto the spicy
Oh!
pasta net. What a redirect from Bamboostic.
Yeah, that was very well played by him. He was going for boost there, and he ends up just finding the ball in his car. Canny was not ready for him to turn around that quickly, so maybe a bit of misplay by him. Maybe look to take it more toward the wall in the next time, but very well played by Bamboostic to have the awareness to just turn on that one and just bang it into the back of the net.
Well, it's definitely been back and forth. Both sides have had offensive opportunities. Both have had 2 shots each, but we have seen both of the KrispyWafflez goals go into the back of the net, and that's a nice follow-up from Cozy, who almost gets, but it does pop back down for Bamboostic to make it 3-1.
Yeah, and that's really well played by Cozy. In following that ball, he didn't necessarily come away with the ball, but he did a very good job of distracting, I believe it was Canicola on defense, and whoever was stuck in that as well seemed ill-prepared for him to miss it, per se. And he's going to smash that one with perfect placement. And suddenly it's blown wide open. 4-1 in favor of KrispyWafflez here, and it's Cozy did a fantastic job being ready on the cheat for that one, and he manages to get his car rotated very well to get a ton of power with perfect placement to beat the defender. Extremely well played from him, and extreme game that he's been having in this one.
Sure has. That's absolutely insane. 2 shots, 2 goals from It's Cozy as we see Safety Dave drilling one back into the back of the net for spicy pasta.
Yeah, and that was another defensive error that came out of the KrispyWafflez side. Bamboostic just couldn't really get the power on the clear, and it kind of just dribbled right to Safety Dave in front of the net. And that's something that KrispyWafflez is really going to need to minimize if they want to come away with this series, because just a couple more of those, and it'll be right back in favor of spicy pasta here. And there's one of them. Already up to 7 goals in this game, and we're not even halfway in. Some defensive errors there with a whiff, and then a late commitment, I suppose you could call it, from It's Cozy. And Q buries that one in the back of the net, and suddenly it's back to a 1-goal game. Super high pace in this one, even compared to the last game.
Yeah, we've got It's Cozy popping off for the spicy pasta. Sorry, for the KrispyWafflez squad. These teams are so evenly matched. All the games have been really offensively played, and just keeps going on. And Cube almost redirecting that onto the goal, but it's come back for Carney, who knocks it into the center, and Safety Dave not quite onto the goal. Cube's actually knocked it back, and there's no one there. It's going to be 4-0 with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and it's more defensive errors there. Not a Koala with the big clear, but just couldn't quite get it. And all of his teammates actually rotated out. I don't know where they were all going. Bit of boost, bit of misrotation there, but yeah, they just had no one in net after a 50-50 win from the spicy pasta side. And yeah, like you mentioned, dead even game, and there's still 2 minutes to go.
To be honest, I cannot call which way this set is going to go, but it is such an important victory for their playoff run. And that ball's just going to come off the side of the net, but Q finds himself in an awkward position. Carney has to clear it out. He's going to pop down to the side. He's going to beat not a koala. Bamboostic is going to do the dirty work, however, and pop it back down. It's going towards net, but not quite. To the backboard towards It's Cozy. Safety Dave can't quite get there, and it's come back towards the side, almost over Bamboostic there, and Carney's going to knock it back down. He's going to knock it over his teammate Cube, though, and it's going to come to Safety Dave, who pops it to the other side of the field. Cozy's going to knock it up onto the side, pops straight back down, puts it on, but not quite onto the goal. Almost there for It's Cozy and the KrispyWafflez squad, but almost a goal, still for all, 1 minute remaining. Ball's going to pop over the top of the goal, and it's going to come back down. Koala's going to try and follow it up. I've got a dog eating my shoe, and Safety Dave is, I don't know, ball's just bouncing back and forth all around. Koala's going to try and pop it over the top, but not quite there. There's no one there to follow up. There's no one in the defense here, and Canicola has to come over the top, tap it into the center.
What a pass!
Safety almost beating Bamboostic, but he's going to get a pinch, and it comes back down into the spicy pasta side of the field. It's come all the way back down. It's going to pop just off onto the backboard. It's there. Save from Bamboostic on the line. It's Cozy. Can't quite get it out, and it's still in the center. And it's in! Squad makes it 5-4 with 20 seconds left. Save Dave with that goal.
Yeah, and finally we're seeing some good offense coming out of the Spicy Pasta side. I say that as it's their 5th goal in the game, but it's been a lot of defensive errors up to this point. Finally, they have something that's just a great pass from Canicola on a lot of sustained pressure. Yeah, that's going to be able to find player in the middle, excuse me, and he's going to come away with a big goal on this one. And oh, is that in? It is! 10 seconds left. Safety Dave buries another one. That might be the end of this game and the end of this series for KrispyWafflez. And Boostic just looked completely lost with the ball in his car in midfield there. And Safety Day just comes up and smashes it off the hood of his car. And yeah, 10 seconds to go. I don't think that KrispyWafflez can bring this back in only 10 seconds.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh!
KrispyWafflez, 13 and 12 shots respectively in the first games, but only managing to get 8 off in this last game compared to Spicy Pasta's 9. Spicy Pasta gonna run away with that set 6-4. Those were some close games. What did you think of this?
Man, what a series. That was one of my favorite series that I've watched of Boost Cup all season. We've had a lot of close ones, but that one was just such high octane action right down to the end. And yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, it was really the tale of 3 games there. They all felt completely different. And in the end, it was Spicy Pasta. 2 goals in the last 20 seconds there is enough to give them a big advantage in this one, and it's enough to walk away with the series. And that means a lot for the standings. But yeah, we saw Bamboostic with the double cycle in this one, but just could not quite happen. And yeah, I mean, very, very well played to both teams, but just ended up just in the Spicy Pasta favor at the end of the series there. So next up, we will have 12 characters. An interview, that's right, with Spicy Pasta. Thank you for keeping me on top of things here. Let's hop in and interview Spicy Pasta.
Oh, they're coming.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Man, my heart rate is so high after that series. How about you guys? It was a super fast, super high paced series. How are you guys feeling?
I'm ready for bed.
I'm stressed out.
Man,
it's intense.
Aren't we all? But,
I mean, I feel like we made it intense with all the whiffs that we were doing in game 2 anyway.
yeah, I mean, I was telling Five Scored in the broadcast that it was really a tale of 3 games in that one. It was really 3 completely different games from you guys, and the first one was really relatively slow paced. You guys kept it close up deep into overtime, and then it was a big game for KrispyWafflez after that, and then the last one it was looking like another close one, albeit very high paced, but you guys squeezed it out in the last 20 seconds, I believe. You scored 2, so yeah, how'd you guys just keep your head in that one? Keep it all together?
Yeah, it was tough after KrispyWafflez kind of came and dished out the pain on that second game, but I feel like we just kind of buckled down and somehow managed to find a way to get it done.
Yeah,
And it's,
we had
oh,
kind of
go
a
for it.
comeback at the end of game 2, which made it so we weren't completely hopeless going into game 3.
Well,
I don't know.
in the first game, KrispyWafflez had 12 shots on your net. The second game, they had 13. How did you guys, especially in the first game, how did you guys keep all those shots off the goal?
How did we? That's a good question. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know if it was our strategy or not.
On the goal.
Yeah. It feels like they were just trying to take our boosts constantly, and that was just their thing.
Yeah, I was feeling very boost starved, and it was kind of like being the short basketball.
All right, well, I believe that is all I have for you guys. So unless Five Squared has anything else,
No, that's about it.
wish you guys best of luck going forward in the